I got trolled by infamous pickup artist David Bond and his sidekick, Explorer Nick. Basically, what happened was, about a week ago, somebody linked me to this video of this guy who calls himself Explorer Nick. And this video was this dude bumbling around Taiwan, making a huge ass of himself, being a racist, misogynistic, white foreigner in Taiwan, and hitting on Taiwanese women and trying to get their phone numbers, and promising people that if they wanted to see more from his sexual escapades and they wanted to see the uncensored stuff, they could log on to his website and pay a membership fee and basically go and, you know, and watch the behind the scenes stuff that they couldn't show on YouTube. Now, when I first saw this video, my first inclination was, man, this has got to be a troll, right? This has got to be like just some guy, because all of the signs pointed to this dude is just being irritating intentionally. Intentional racism, intentional misogyny, intentionally just looking like a dumb, just like a buffoon. And I brushed it off, but then a couple of days later, I see that this stuff that this guy has been doing has been picked up by the Taiwanese media, and it's been all over the news. He's been on TV, he's been on blogs, he's been all over the internet. People have made YouTube videos about this guy, and the narrative was, this dude is in trouble in Taiwan, and he's gonna be picked up by the police, and the police are looking for him. And you know, there was a doxing website where like somebody had gone and released all of his information, and it just was this firestorm of hate toward this guy. And I jumped onto the hate bandwagon, despite the fact that originally I assumed that it was some kind of a stupid troll thing. I jumped onto the hate bandwagon because I just wanted to hate this guy. You know, like when I was a kid, we were separated into these sort of cliques, you know, these distinct social categories, like, you know, middle school and high school time. And I was the weird, like, goth kid. I was in that clique. And then there were the other dudes that were like the meatheads or the jocks, or like the kind of dudes that you see on TV proclaiming themselves to be pickup artists. And it's just so natural for me to want to hate somebody like that. And, you know, this kid, Explorer Nick, was basically, he was associated with this guy, David Bond. And I didn't know anything about this guy before, but I went online and did some preliminary research. Not enough research, I guess, but I did some preliminary research. And I see that these dudes are living together in Thailand, and they've been harassing women all over Asia with hidden cameras. And they've been putting those videos up on the internet and then taping their sexual conquests and putting those on behind a paywall on a paid membership site. And everybody's disgusted with them, and the whole of Taiwan wants to find these guys and murder them. And I jumped on this hate bandwagon, and I made a video, and it's a 24-minute video of me going through all of these articles and talking about this story as if it were a true, real thing that happened, and I was outraged by it. Now, after I put the video up, David Bond personally, he came onto my YouTube channel, and he made a couple of comments on my channel, and it made me think the stuff he said was like he kind of alluded to like, hey dude, maybe like all that information is fake news. Maybe we're the ones that made all that stuff up. Maybe we wanted this kind of publicity. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I got played. And so I went and I did a little bit more research on David Bond, and I found an article that he wrote a couple of years back. And it was basically an article that outlined exactly the way that he was able to make videos of himself picking up Asian women in like Hong Kong and Thailand. I think he did it a couple of other places, and manipulate the media by creating these false narratives about by just manufacturing outrage. And then he gets people to go to his, he creates so much outrage in these countries that he's all over the news. And then he redirects all that hate to these paid sites, to like a premium paid site. And he never made any claims about this, about the premium paid site. Like, he never actually came out and said there's sexual stuff here, there's exploitation of women here, there's way worse stuff than you'll see on YouTube. He was very careful about how he described the content on these pay sites. And really, the people that were pushing this narrative that there was all this horrible, explicit, you know, possibly illegal sexual content on his premium site or on his membership site was the media themselves, the ones that were out to get this guy. He had created these narratives so well that the media was basically doing his advertising for him. So after I read this article, I hung my head in shame and I deleted my video from my channel, because I don't want to be somebody that pushes false narratives and fake news. And my channel isn't about YouTube drama and all that anyway. The next day, like less than 24 hours after I deleted my video, David Bond released a 7-part series. And it's called Triggering Taiwan for Fun and Profit. And it is a documentary that chronicles how him and Explorer Nick were able to basically just implement that plan that he had talked about in his article, this thing he's done a couple of times, manipulating the media, creating false narratives, just to troll a country and get some people to buy into his membership site. And it's a fascinating series. And after I watched the series, I have a newfound respect for David Bond. I'm not sure about the Explorer Nick guy. I'm still not sure if Explorer Nick's whole like kind of just dumb, half-retarded persona was just something that was created to make you even more irritated with him, because he seems more intelligent in the documentary series than he does in his own videos. I'm still on the fence about that. But you gotta hand it to these guys, they did a good job. Now, I'm not stupid. I'm not the most brilliant person in the world, but I'm not stupid, and I bought it. I jumped into it, you know, because I wanted to hate the guys. And that's what this is all about, is, you know, these places like, you know, he calls Taiwan the most dishonest media in the world. I don't know if that's true. I've only spent a couple of weeks in Taiwan. I found it to be a lovely place, but I'm not in the same position as someone like David Bond, who's already been demonized by the media, especially in that part of the world. So I don't really have anything to go on. I've never stirred the pot in that part of the world, or any part of the world, really. But yeah, I bought it, and I was thinking today, because I went on to David Bond's channel and I basically said, hey, it's a good series. It was well played. You know, you did a good job. Because it's really fascinating to see. I think that aside from being comedic and, you know, being an interesting thing to watch these guys kind of play this country, for fun and profit, it really, there is a deeper and a darker story that's there. There's some dark implications behind what they were able to accomplish. And it says a lot about the condition of the media, about social media. It says a lot about society, that, you know, within the span of just a couple of weeks, they were able to create this narrative that basically turned an entire country against them. And there was this frenzy in all of this, just around this part of the world. Everybody was talking about this guy, Explorer Nick, and the horrible things that he did to women, and the terrible, terrible person that he was. But nobody, including me, nobody ever really stopped to dig further and research exactly what it was that was going on. And it's terrifying to think about that with access to technology that we have today, and how easy it is to disseminate true information and also to disseminate false information, and how difficult it can be sometimes to discern between those two things. I think that David Bond's documentary series, which I'm going to link to in the description section below, it's a 7-part series. I'll link to all of them. You can go watch them. It says a lot about society, and it says a lot about the media. And I think that we've been talking so much since the Trump election about fake news, and it's been this thing that this buzzword that everybody's been talking about, and with, you know, the Russian influence in the election. And, you know, all around the world, it's like fake news, fake news. If you don't like something, you call it fake news. But what really is fake news? What does that really mean? And if you go and you watch this documentary, you can see exactly what fake news really is. And it's fascinating, and I highly recommend that you guys watch it. Now, I'm going to stop rambling now. I've said what I wanted to say. And I want to, before I show you this video, because I'm going to show you the video that I made that I decided a day or two ago to take down. I thought about it, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back up. I'm going to show it to you right now because, well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want you to see how stupid I am, okay? And I don't want to... I feel like if I just don't say anything and I just leave the video down and I never mention it again, it would be kind of disingenuous on my part, because I am legitimately trying to build a channel. It's travel related, and it's not really related to this kind of content normally. But I want to own up to the fact that I made this video, that it was based on false information, and that, hey, you know, next time, you know, I've learned a valuable lesson about due diligence and really researching stuff before you go on and you put it up. And I want to own up to that. And I also think it's important for people to see the result of fake news, you know, how much hate it can garner in society. And also, I want you to see all the documentation, like all the news articles that I read in this video and the doxing stuff. I'm pretty sure like 90% of that was written by David Bond and Explorer Nick prior to them even releasing these videos. So, well played, gentlemen. I'm not a fan of David Bond, and I'm not a fan of Explorer Nick. I'm not into the pickup artist thing. I'm not into the jock, like, meathead sort of... But hey, you got to recognize the brilliance behind what they did, and I'm really glad that they made a documentary series about it, because it can show the world what fake news really is, how it's made, how it is disseminated, and the result of it, the consequences that it can have on society. So, my friends, without further ado, I present to you my original video that I made, which I'm pretty sure was called... Is Explorer Nick the ugliest, dumbest, creepiest, and most undesirable sexpat in all of Asia? And then in the description section, I put, yes. And at the time, I thought I was so clever. I got one over on this Explorer Nick guy. Like, he's going to be cowering in the corner like, oh, Richard hates me. But yeah, I got played. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hello everyone, welcome back to Triad Travelogues. I am Richard, coming at you today from my apartment in Shanghai, China, and I just want to make a quick video before I head off to work today. I want to talk to you guys about a story that has been all over Taiwanese media for the last couple of days about this guy, an American YouTuber and self-proclaimed pickup artist that is apparently in a lot of trouble in Taiwan and also in Thailand. So we're going to read a little bit about this guy. He was doxxed a couple of days ago. So I'm going to read to you from this WordPress site where they basically, this is where he got doxxed, I guess. Who is Explorer Nick? Taiwan is going crazy right now trying to uncover exactly who this guy is. His latest posts have been putting Taiwanese girls down as being easy. So who exactly is Explorer Nick? We know he's a close friend of David Campbell, aka David Bond, another well-known pickup artist who made the news a while back. Blah, blah, blah. David was careful in covering his true identity for a long time with very little information available online about him. But this guy, Nick, and this is the guy we're talking about, by the way, this guy right here, like, this guy has the most punchable face I think I've ever seen in my life. You know, when I first saw this guy a few months back, and I watched one of his videos, I just assumed that what he was doing, I wasn't aware of the like pickup artist angle on this. I thought that this was a guy who was making obnoxious videos intentionally. Like this picture is not a picture from a website that was putting this guy down. This is a thumbnail from one of his videos. He put this up. He made this thumbnail. He thinks that this is a good representation of his personality. So when I first saw one of his videos and some of his content, I just thought that he wanted hate subs. He just wanted people to subscribe to his YouTube channel and just hate on him because, you know, money is money, whatever. The dude's got like 5,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And, yeah, like I think he has like 30 some odd videos. So whatever, you know, what he was doing was working, but I just assumed the whole thing was like a marketing, you know, or a branding thing. Like, look how obnoxious I am. Because how could you have a face that looks like that and make a screenshot that looks like this and make the kind of videos that this guy made? And we'll get into his videos in a minute. The first video, or not the first video, but a video that I saw that I think started this whole scandal with him in Taiwan is not available on his YouTube channel. Actually, all the videos on his YouTube channel are gone. They've all been taken down. His channel is still up, but it just is like empty. It's void of videos. So, the Taiwanese video that got all this started, I watched maybe like a week ago, and it was a video of this guy just going through, I think he was in Taipei, and he was just walking around, basically hitting on you know, Asian girls, hitting on Taiwanese girls, and trying to get their information and trying to get their, you know, their phone numbers and such. And in these videos, it was really obvious that these women were uncomfortable, and not just uncomfortable, but they were like just disgusted by this guy. They were irritated by him. They were uncomfortable. They didn't want to give him their information, and they did because I think they just wanted to avoid confrontation. But like, look at this guy's face. I mean, you know, I would want to also avoid confrontation with he looks like a friggin' lunatic. Anyway, he put that video up, and it was like, you know, this is a video of me picking up these Taiwanese girls, you know. So anyway, you know, when I saw that video last week, it sort of solidified this belief that I had about this guy. He's just making videos to be obnoxious, but I was not aware of the additional information about him. So I'm going to go back to this WordPress site and read this to you. A quick Google search brings up his real name as being Nicholas Coakley from Yorkshire, England, where he used to live with his father John, his mother Elaine, and his sister Vanessa. After having no luck with British girls, I wonder why. Like, I mean, look at him. Like, come on. No luck with British girls? Nick decided to head to Asia after watching some of David Campbell's videos. This David Campbell guy, David Bond, apparently is a really well-known pickup artist with like 90,000 subscribers. I guess he picks up Asian girls in like Southeast Asia. After spending time in Japan and Korea, this guy Nick moved to Thailand, where he started making waves. He appeared on the news for uploading videos of girls without their permission. All right, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go and show you this this article. This article is from, I guess it's this one. No, it's this one. This is from where is it at? Oh, this is from last month, actually. So this is only a month ago. This is an article about a Thai woman that was harassed by POS pickup artist and David Bond disciple. And this says, keep your eyes peeled. It looks like a disciple of notorious American internet creep and self-proclaimed pickup artist David Bond is working his way around Bangkok. He's filming himself trying to pick up Thai women. So what happened was he tried to pick up this woman, and she I guess he videotapes these pickups, these attempted pickups with a hidden camera, and so she wasn't aware she was being filmed, and she found out later that he had filmed her and posted the video online, and I guess he edited the video to make it look like she was interested in him. So she did an interview with this website called Coconuts Bangkok, and she's talking about when she was approached by this guy. She says, first, I was scared and fear. First, I'm scared and I'm furious. How could he do this? He didn't ask for permission to film me. Second, he posted the video in a way that looks down on women, as if he could get any girl at that mall. And the video that they're referencing is a YouTube video that was called "Failed to Pick Up Black Girl in Bangkok, Asian Girl POV." And I guess he removed it after there was like problems. I guess he removed it after people started talking about it. The 29-year-old woman said that she was taking a break from her job at the pharmacy, and she sensed that she was being followed. So she said, when I got down the escalator, he shouted at me, lady in black, and he approached me. When it happened, I didn't see any cameras. I think he might have had a hidden camera in his pocket. He was speaking loudly, and I was scared. Of course, like, look at this guy. This picture looks less obnoxious, but it still looks like a creep, right? Like, this doesn't look like a I don't know. I don't get the pickup artist vibe from him. I don't know much about being a pickup artist. Maybe all pickup artists are creeps like this. I don't know. As you can see from the clip, she was obviously not interested, going so far as to show the 2-meter tall PUA a photo of her and her American boyfriend. And that didn't stop him from asking for her line ID. I don't even know what that means, with a smooth. He doesn't have to know. And I guess somebody that was a fan of his found this woman on Facebook and sent her the link to the YouTube video, and it scared her. She says he treats women like objects. I didn't do anything wrong. I was simply being polite. Besides, he'd never get with me. Oh. And this is the girl. And so apparently the video could land this guy in prison in Thailand under the kingdom's computer crime laws. All of the content on Nick's channel has been pulled off, along with all of his social media accounts. Now, that's interesting because this article actually is from about a month ago. And I saw some of his videos recently, like a week ago, that were on his YouTube channel. So he might have pulled them off and put them back on, and now he pulled them off again. Because I know his videos were up a couple of days ago. Anyway, she had gone to the police, and I guess she's gonna report this guy for videotaping her without her permission and then posting the videos online and misrepresenting her. Now then, flash forward about a month later. In June, this is where this awful picture. I'll never be able to get the picture of this guy, this horrific picture, out of my head. Like, look at how obnoxious he is. Sorry, my voice is messed up. I've been sick for the last week. So this is called "White Guy Steals Girl from Asian Boyfriend." This is another article on weareresonate.com. American YouTuber Explorer Nick, and this article is from about 10 days ago. Today's the 15th of June. This is from the 9th or the 10th. He has a channel focusing on picking up girls in Asia. He currently has over 40 videos on his channel, and the majority of them showing him picking up Asian girls. His first video was released in 2015. It was titled "Picking Up Korean Girls. Are Korean Girls Easy?" It's been viewed 70,000 times. And Nick's videos are recorded through his point of view with a GoPro attached to his head, which is different than what the other woman was saying, that she didn't see his camera. So maybe he has different ways of shooting these. Or maybe, later on he started shooting videos, incognito with the camera hidden because of the response that he got from, approaching some girl with a GoPro attached to his head. So viewers of his videos are shown his techniques chatting up Asian girls. Unwilling Japanese, Thai, Chinese, and Koreans have all been targets of Nick's videos. Some videos seem to offer viewers advice in carrying out similar behavior. And these are some titles to his videos: How to Pick Up Thai Girls, Approaching Brown Girl in Thai Train Station, Approaching Sexy Thai Cougar Lady, Picking Up Thick Blue Girl. What's a blue girl? I don't have any idea what that means. And Japanese Girls Are Easy. These are titles to his videos. So yeah. Let's go back to this doxing WordPress thing. So many of the girls have come forward and explained. Oh, I want to go back actually paragraph. He appeared on the news for uploading videos of girls without their permission. Pressure was stepped up and he was forced to head over to Taiwan, where he has continued in his ways, even so far as calling Taiwanese girls easy. But he was saying that about Korean girls and Japanese girls too. And he set up a paid membership site where subscribers can see uncut versions of his videos. Now, that membership site that they're talking about is actually a Patreon account. It's this. And he only has 24 patrons. He's making $119 a month doing this. Like, look, you can see some of the bonus clips, which is him. And this is a hideously ugly man. And I don't generally jump to superficial insults at people. I think that's pretty low. But he's ugly. And apparently he's been successful at some point in picking up women, because he's got pictures of them. Maybe they're prostitutes. I don't know. But the videos that you'll see that are on his YouTube channel, again, it doesn't look to me like he has success picking up women. Maybe I just didn't watch the videos where he was successful, but the videos that I did watch, anyone with half a brain and a little bit of social awareness could tell that those girls were uncomfortable with an ugly, creepy, bald man with a camera attached to his head or hidden somewhere on his body, approaching them with really awful, cheesy pickup lines. Yeah. So on June 14th, which was yesterday, on his Patreon account, he posted this thing saying his Taiwan website down, and he has an explorenick.com website I tried to go to, and it redirected me to all these advertisement sites. So I don't know what happened to that. I guess maybe he was hosting it in Taiwan and they shut it down. See, people are making comments on his Patreon. Taiwan media have plastered you all over the news and internet, says Stephen Barrett. The Thai police are looking for you. And let's just say you're famous in China also for all the wrong reasons. And also the same person was asking why his YouTube channel disappeared. So apparently on his Patreon account, you could just, I guess, give him money every month and then have access to, I don't know, videos of him hooking up with these girls or additional content. I have no idea. Let's go back to the WordPress site. From later videos, actually, many of the girls have come forward and explained that he tells them that the videos are for his family back in England. I guess those are the girls that see the camera, or the times that he has not attempted to hide the camera. They turn him down, but he edits the video to make it look like his pickup attempts worked. He never mentions that the videos will be used on YouTube, and these girls are often shocked when they find out. From later videos, it appears as though him and David are planning on heading to Hong Kong and then later to mainland China. I live in mainland China, and I do not think that this guy would be able to get away with this in China. Maybe for a little while, but man, stuff picks up steam really fast on social media in China, and yeah, dude would get crucified here. Now, okay, I want to show you the video. Actually, I don't have the video that caused this uproar in Taiwan, but this is the thumbnail, okay? And I think this thumbnail is even worse than the other one that I showed you, because it's just like, everything about it is just horrible. His 2 front teeth are just horrible. He looks like some kind of retarded woodland creature. He's squinting to kind of make that Asian looking, the Asian looking face. He's got the I don't remember what the hat's called, the little Chinese hat on. And it says, "Wow, I love China." And when I saw this, I thought, yeah, he's just being intentionally obnoxious. And this article just goes on to talk about just the same stuff that I've already said. I'm going to show you this video. I haven't watched this whole video, and this is not the video. I'm pretty sure this is not the video that set off this whole problem that he's having in Taiwan right now. But this is a video of him, and it is super obnoxious. So let's watch.
Okay guys, hi, Explore Nick here. Yo, it's June 6th. I just came from Bangkok. I'm in Taipei right now. And it's Taipei 101. Whoa, that looks fucking cool. Something like Star Wars, It's great. So today I'm gonna go and do a bit of day game. Hey, you were just over there and I saw you and I was like, red and white is my color, and you have like amazing bum. So.
Thank you.
My name's Nick. What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, nice to meet you. Are you from Taiwan? Sweet. Nice to meet you. Hello. Yeah, me too. I live in Thailand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Can you guess?
I can't tell.
England.
Oh. You working there?
No, I work in Thailand. Well, I work on my laptop. I have a computer job, so I like travel around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What are you doing today?
Just walking around.
Just shopping?
Yeah.
Cool. Where do you stay? I stay like literally just really near here.
I stayed in cementing area,
I'm not sure. Like literally I just came off the plane, so cool. So when do you leave Taiwan?
I'm here like 10 days.
Oh cool. Me, I'm like here until like 10 days too. Yeah, it's my friend. Okay, sweet. Hey, do you have WeChat?
Yeah.
Weixin, right? Let me get that. Get that Weixin. 你好.
Okay, I don't want to watch any more of it because it's really uncomfortable, right? It's really, really uncomfortable. That's why when I originally saw these, I thought it was intentionally uncomfortable and he just wanted to get hate. But the Patreon account and the fact that he does have patrons and people are watching these videos, and I guess he has some kind of a very small following. I mean, 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. So there are people that take this guy seriously. I actually think, after I learned that there was some legal problems in Taiwan, I've heard different rumors. I'm not really sure what's true. I heard that somebody contacted immigration and he was being kept in the country. I heard that the police in Taiwan are looking for him. I heard that he was already already been booked. He was at the police station. I'm not sure. I don't know what's true. I just know that his YouTube channel got taken down. And so I bring all this up. I don't really want to talk anymore about this guy, but I bring all this up because I did a video yesterday about a creep, a weirdo that I met, a couple of years back in China, a guy that was an English teacher and an expat from the United States, and he was just a creep and a weirdo. You can go back and watch that video if you want to hear that story. It's like, I think it's like a 25-minute video, and it's called the creepiest English teacher I've ever met in China, or something like that. And and then right after I recorded this video, somebody sent me a link to this article about this dude. He got doxxed and he's having these problems in Taiwan. And it's guys like this that give all expats a bad name. Like he's the prototypical sexpat, gross loser back home dude that can't get women in his own country, that doesn't have any social abilities, that just decides I'm going to go to I'm going to go to Asia. I'm going to go to whatever. I'm going to go to Thailand or Taiwan or China with this idea that it's going to be easier to pick up women there, or I could start my life over or whatever, whatever drives a person like this to decide that it would be a really good idea for me to completely smear my own name, put my face all over the internet in this context where I made out to look like a huge ass and everybody's going to hate me. I don't know what drives a person to do that. Like, I get that there are creeps out there, and I get that there are some people that are so socially inept that they just don't realize how creepy they are. But it's an extra kind of retarded to put all of that out there online for people to see, and to do so in a place like Taiwan, or especially, they were apparently planning on eventually coming to mainland China. To do something like that in China, it's not only not your culture, but the way that the laws are dealt with, and the way that people like this are dealt with is different. And you might not be prepared for what happens to you when you come to a place like China and treat the women like objects and put videos of it online, and But yeah, this kind of guy he makes people like me look bad. Any dude that's in, because he's like the reference point for anybody that wants to talk down about expats, about male expats in Asia or in China or whatever. They can say, like, look, this is the kind of guy that's coming here from the States or England or wherever the guy's from. I've read conflicting reports about where he's from. But yeah. Okay, Leote says it's time for this video to be done. So thank you for watching Triad Travelogues. I'm Richard. We'll see you next time.